Come, gather round, everyone. They're about to talk Disney. I am still so confused as to whether I'm going to eat at Connections or Creations. So the only way I can keep them straight is I have to think, okay, well, my mouth connects to my stomach, so I guess that's Connections.
So I call Catherine to see how dinner at the restaurant is going, and she says, I can't talk to you right now. I'm talking to Mickey. So I'm like, okay, here's the big cheese. I get it. And then she says, hold on, he wants to talk to you. So she FaceTimes me, and I'm FaceTiming with Mickey as I'm getting ready for the podcast.
I don't understand why people spend hard-earned money on a Mickey ice cream sandwich in the parks. I mean, we literally all have ice cream sandwiches in our freezers at home. We don't have Mickey bars. From the mind and creator of the Disney YouTube channel Living in Diz comes a whole new Disney podcast. Okay, can we talk some serious Disney here now? Nope. Get ready for all the Disney knowledge that you can handle. It's Corey. It's Lawrence. It's the Diz Pod.
You are now listening to a member of the Disney Podcast family. Head over to Disney Podcast Family on Instagram to see all the latest posts for this show and links to other great Disney podcasts.
And not like I ever knew. Maybe 43? Something like that episode. You know, other people know what episode they're getting into.
Yeah, I think we're at 43.
Okay. Do you have, are you hearing like double?
I am hearing it when you speak, yes. Oh, I know
Okay.
why. Your other window is not muted.
Oh, so I just have to mute it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you mute your
Okay.
other window, you should be good.
All right. How about now?
Perfect.
Okay. We're trying something out tonight, everybody. Throwing up a vertical stream along with a regular stream. If you can only watch live on one stream, come over to the normal stream.
Yes.
Definitely come over to the normal stream. You know, that way the numbers look better. But if you can throw it up on both with a couple of devices, that would be much appreciated as well. So welcome, everyone. It's another week here at the Diz Pod on the channel. Like always, things always happen. There are things to talk about, whether it's Disney, a little bit of Disney news, what we did in the parks, as well as what else? The subject, the actual thing that we're doing. So there's that. And tonight it is how to embrace or embracing Disney magic with creative Disney bounding. So I think we are testing a little bit. So I am muted on the vertical. So did I mute the wrong way then?
Yes, your outgoing needs to be muted. I can't.
Oh, so go into settings.
Yeah. There's a I don't use PC, so I can't tell you how to mute that window.
Oh, I didn't know you could mute a window.
So I can right click up where it says the like it says StreamYard, and to the right I can right click it and I can hit mute.
If I right click the duck there, it doesn't give me a mute option.
To the right of where it says StreamYard.
To the
Not the
right.
duck,
Oh, okay. No, I don't see mute as one of them. I see like menu bar, bookmarks. You talking about like above the tab in the very top left-hand
Mm,
corner?
yeah.
There's no mute there.
All right. Okay, so all of you watching the vertical, switch over to the full stream. I'm going to grab the link for you.
Well, um, well, we want some people in there, right? We want some people in the vertical.
Not if
Like,
they can't hear you. If they can't hear you,
no, I think they can hear me now because I unmuted it. I think we're okay now.
okay.
You sound everybody. We just need feedback from everybody because this is live. You may be listening to this later as it's recorded. We're trying something new. Yeah, we all learn together, Nanny Pooh Bear, when we try something new. So I unmuted the vertical. I sound fine. Do we both sound as normal as we normally do? If we get the yes, then we're good to go.
I said we can hear you on the vertical. Okay, good. And live on full screen.
You sound a little
You
bit
hear
like a
both.
robot.
Okay, good.
You sound little bit like a robot to me. Like,
Yeah, you do
but if
too, but I think it's because we're listening to both streams. I don't think they can hear that though.
okay, Steve says excellent. If we're both excellent,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna move
roll.
on.
All right, cool. Thanks
Normal
for
is a
letting
relative term, she said.
me. Again, the idea behind this is we want to expose Living in Diz to a lot more people. Verticals will show up in the shorts feed, so we could get a brand new viewer through there. The other thing is we're trying to be live on Instagram, and then also this will go out to the iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, all those formats next week. So we will be caught up and you're going to be able to see us and hear us in a lot of different ways. So I did put
Um,
the link in the wrong one. Okay.
Am I in? So do I sound like? Do I sound as good as normal? Everyone. Hannah says that I sound like I'm coming in mono. Um, so let's just make sure we're good there, and we can continue with this lovely podcast. Purple Pleasure says I have regular stream on the TV, and we can hear you both clearly.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, hello there says you sound great. Okay. Maybe go out of the stream, Hannah, and come back in. All right, business as usual. It is a Wednesdays here, and all right. I mean, I don't have anything extra to even bring up at the moment. It's been a rainy day here in Florida, very very cloudy, but
It's been
yesterday was
raining here
beautiful.
too. Yeah,
Okay,
it's been raining here too. So I guess it's trying to make me feel like I'm in Florida. So it's raining on the same day. That's what
we're
it
in sync.
Yes.
We're in sync.
Uh,
Everybody, no, that's Backstreet Boys.
I
You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. I'll just leave that to you. All right, so I'm going to bring in our news. We can share a little bit of news, and then we'll get rolling into our topic.
Sounds good. So H2O Glow Nights is returning for another season, and it is going to kick off on May 25th and end on August 31st. Annual pass members can get a discount between $60 and $70, as well as the regular price tickets will be $75 to $85 for non-pass holders. And those prices vary based on different nights. If it's anything like the parties, it just might be that the earlier you go, the cheaper it'll be. And then even in Florida, as it starts to warm up, the price goes up a little bit, but it's not too bad. We are trying to go to this, and so if we do, we will be happy to announce that at some point in the near future. We're just trying to. I can't do this one alone. This is a stream I can't do alone. If we can get Neil to come out in his super jeans and get wet, that could happen. But we're trying to see who else we can get to join up with us, and hopefully that'll all work out. And as soon as it does, we'll let you know with a date. Can we say what date we're shooting for, possibly?
Yes.
The date would be July 3rd. So, what a great time that would be. I'm guessing we're going to get a lot of. Well, if you. So, you're trying to maybe come that week? That's not like a planned week yet or anything, right?
It's not a planned week, but we have spoke about that. We normally go for 4th of July. 4th of July is our anniversary. So we tend to like to go to fireworks somewhere in the country. And so the last couple of years we've done Disney. So we're thinking that again, not finalized, but that's what we're hoping for. So we would think somewhere in that week we would do glow nights, unless we did July 5th. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so details, we're working that out, everybody. Hopefully, we can pull that off. That'll be really amazed is. We had a great time over at Typhoon Lagoon during DVC Moonlight Magic. We pulled it off. It's like I said in the members only a little bit ago. I pride myself on trying new things to the point where maybe no one's done it or it hasn't been done that well. And we could make a list. I should go through the history and see how many things we've taken a chance on. From promoting a stream and trying to pull it off, having not much of a great idea if it would be able to be pulled off, because I mean, the worst case scenario, which is bad for someone with a YouTube channel, or you have a planned live stream where you build up this thing and all of a sudden you can't do it.
Right.
Your supporters, your really big supporters, they may be disappointed, but they always support you and say that's okay, you tried. But that doesn't always make you feel 100% good, even though the support is great.
Yeah, and you don't want to disappoint anybody, so we totally get it. But I think that if you keep pushing the envelope, here we are doing a podcast to 7 different places at once, so
yes,
and it's live, and you guys all get to experience it with us. So,
yes. So my question to you is, so yeah, we did that. We did this one time last year or the year before with Spencer, and it was beautiful. I mean, we took you all down the lazy river. We took you down slides. We looked at the concerts, met characters. Just through the phone in a waterproof case, and it held signal. It was a good time. But this is certainly something I can't do alone. If I could, I would do it if I needed to, but we can't. So we'll see what happens. Just wanted to let you all know about that. And H2O Glow Nights is returning, and tickets are on sale now at Disney. That website's so long. The Disney website.
It's terrible.
It's like Disney.go, blah 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 blah.
So this is another piece of news that came out last week, right as we were going live. Disney Dreams That Soar. That's going to be the new drone show going to Disney Springs. It's limited May 24th through September 2nd. I'm guessing that it's limited because it is a test of a drone show that may be coming somewhere. Maybe it stays at Springs. I don't know. So I'm excited to see that because number one, it's a nice nighttime show. Number two, it is drones, which we have not seen really here. And number three, it's at Springs. So you don't have to have a ticket to go see it. So it'll be exciting to see how that works out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it starts May 24th. So do you know off the top of your head what day that is? I got it right here. It is a Friday night. It's a Friday night, so I'm usually free on Friday nights. So might have to do a special live stream that night to watch this show. So there you go. I just planned that live right there. That's one, and you can look at it different ways. Everybody and their mom is going to be trying to stream that.
Yeah.
But we'll throw our hat into the ring for that one.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be exciting to see. It's totally something different. Joy is going to be coming to Pixar Place. Starting
fun.
yeah. So somebody else back there in that section. That'll be nice. They haven't announced if they're replacing anybody that I know of, and I don't believe that they mentioned if she will not be at Epcot anymore. So we'll see.
Oh, okay.
I just thought those are two things that could happen, but we don't know.
Interesting.
Encanto Sing Along opens June 10th at Epcot. And where's that going to be? It's going to be right at Communicore Hall, which is also opening June 10th. Our buddy Neil told us that the lights are on and someone is home. So they are working diligently on getting that open June 10th. I had my worries about it, but once they gave a date, I think they're sticking to that, just like they did when World Celebration Gardens opened December 5th. They had announced it would be December 5th, and it was open December 5th. So I think this is going to be June 10th.
Beautiful.
And that was it I had for news.
Nice. Good job.
I think.
Nice little touch on.
All right, I forgot about this one. Timon and Rafiki meet and greet is coming, and you will have a popcorn bucket as well. So that's coming, date to be determined. And the big one, which I would love to be at, but just not going to happen, D23 in August. So when we do that show, the after that, that's going to be a big show because I think there's going to be a lot of announcements at D23.
There'll be lots to talk about following that. Yes, always fun. So we'll do a big D23 show.
Yeah, for sure. Those are some of the legends that are being announced, including Jamie Lee Curtis, Frank Oz, Joe Rohde, John Williams, James Cameron, Harrison Ford. I mean, there's some big names. There's Angela Bassett. So this event should be really, really nice. I was really tempted to look at getting out there for this event, but I don't think that's going to happen this year.
Yeah, that would certainly be something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, they don't do Disney Legends all the time, right? Is this something new? It seems new to me.
Yeah, it seems new to me. Maybe chat can tell us. I don't think they do it, and if they do, I don't think they do it to this scale.
Okay. Hosted by Ryan Seacrest, my boy, my guy, out there in Hawaii. I always talk about Katy Perry, but also got to say hello to Ryan out there when Tammy and I were lounging on the beach. Ryan's a good guy. I know someone who knows him personally.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy, from what I hear. Steve Bullock. Hey, we're live, and that means we can announce when members get gifted, and let's blast the chat and acknowledge our latest winner, which I can't see. I can't see it. Nope. I can't see it. I don't know.
Tyler.
Who it is.
Tyler Crow.
It's Tyler. Welcome, Tyler, and congratulations. You just won yourself a membership. And that was dropped by Steve Bullock and Tony. And what that membership entails, it's a $5 value, and your name gets highlighted in green. You get the badge next to your name. You get to join the Members Only podcast, which just happened at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time here. And you get, we always do contests on the channel while we're in the parks. Sometimes we're giving away $100. Sometimes we're giving away one of our sponsors' products, which is the Mayan Pain Cream, which is amazing, all natural. So you get 2 times the chance to win while you're eligible, and you get your name in the credits at the end of future live streams and all kinds of great things. So congratulations. Enjoy that for 30 days. We hope you love it so much you'll join back, and you can even join back for as little as $1.99. So there's that. And
nice.
that Disney Legends thing would be something to see.
Yeah.
I could see, look at all the people you could, well, I don't know how they're going to run this. Like, are they going to do it like it is like a Comic-Con kind of event where you can only get in, only certain number of people can get in, and are they going to do it all in one show, or is it going to be shifts? That's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
lot of
even.
people. A lot of people.
I do enjoy. There are enough. Well, Disney might even stream all of this on their YouTube channel. Two things I always watch that I never get to make it to, although we were lucky enough to go to. If I die today, I could at least die happy knowing that I did one Star Wars celebration in my life with the kids, and it was awesome. And we made a lot of memories that day, a lot of memories, and the people we get to see in person was just crazy.
Mm,
Um, I guess I could talk about that for a second. I mean, we saw Mark Hamill in person. Like, these are people that when you're growing up, they don't feel real to you as real people. Like, that's Luke Skywalker. I would
right.
never be in the same room with Luke Skywalker. But to be in the same room with Mark Hamill, Peter Mayhew, who's passed away since then, which was Chewbacca, Anthony Daniels, who plays C-3PO. We saw him in person. And several more. So it's just really cool. These are some people that represent my childhood. Harrison Ford is my favorite actor of all time. My
Mm,
favorite composer of all time is John Williams. So right there, I mean, James Cameron makes unbelievable movies. There's a lot of great names up there.
yeah. Yeah, this would be a fun event. I'm guessing that it will be streamed because they did stream most of the D23 um, event last year, and they always do. So hopefully this event is also streamed. That will be pretty cool to watch. And just like last year, I'll be sitting on my couch taking notes so that we have good content for all of you, so we can digest it after the event.
Maybe we can plan a little delayed watch party, you and I. At,
Mm.
Obviously I work during the day, and they'll probably be streaming all that during the day. But
Mhm.
if there's a certain day or whatever that you can hold off and be like, and I'm free that night, maybe we can be like, yeah, let's hit play together, and we'll watch
Okay.
some of the events.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. Danny Elfman is a close second to John Williams, says Crew It Up. He would be in the conversation for sure.
Mm,
That'd
yeah.
be fun. Have to do that with Crew someday. Let's list the top composers of movies and
Yeah.
see.
Seriously.
I mean, Danny Elfman has some really iconic pieces, so he would be in the conversation. I would put him second for now until we found somebody else, possibly.
We've got some good discussion about movies coming up. I don't know if I told you one of the topics for the show. I think maybe we did talk about it. Top Disney movies that deserve a sequel.
Oh yeah, sounds
And
good.
so we'll cover that on a future episode.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Are we ready to get into our topic?
We sure are. We sure
All
are.
right. It is Tammy's birthday, so we're not gonna rush through, but we're gonna make sure that this will definitely be a shorter podcast than normal, everybody. So that we want to thank Tammy for allowing us to podcast this evening,
Mhm.
because she certainly could have said no.
Yeah. And I wouldn't have blamed her. And both her and Catherine let us podcast on Valentine's Day, and they joined the show. So we appreciate them for that.
Hey,
Apparently
that
Wednesdays are the night.
I know that was going to be my dog in the fight, though. If Tammy's not like that though at all. But if she was like, "Yeah, it's my birthday," I would have been like, "But Catherine gave up Valentine's Day."
Um,
That was going to be my dog. So if you're watching on Instagram, welcome. If you are new on Instagram, we are Living in Diz. We are going to start streaming our podcast live, which happen every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We would love for you to do a few things if you're enjoying this. I am Corey. I am 1/4 of Living in Diz. We are live at Disney parks 2 to 3 times a week. We do this podcast. We do an occasional vlog. We have a lot of fun. This summer we'll be celebrating 6 years on YouTube in Disney. We have been voted the last 2 years by Frommer's Travel Guide as one of the top 10 Disney park streams to watch in the world. This podcast sits at number 8. in the world for Disney content. Can you believe it?
Hmm.
And we have, ready for this one, Lawrence? Have you heard? We have a feature film documentary coming out this summer all about us.
Say
And
what?
when I know, say what? So I'm rushing. I'm getting ready quick. Jill's off to the side, like, what was it? Making flowers out of tissue paper and getting Tammy's gifts ready. And I just said to I said to Jill, I said, this is why they make movies about people like us,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm coming in on two wheels. Boom, here we are, ready for the podcast. And if it was a different day, it'd be rushing in, changing, and heading out to the parks. And that is something that you will all see in the film. How it happens from the time I pull in the driveway to the time I kiss the kids and Tammy and I'm back out the door. So there it is. So yes, if you're on Instagram, definitely pop over to our YouTube channel. We would love for you to subscribe to the channel. If it's something that you think you'd be interested in, we would really, really appreciate that. And we'll be doing more vertical live streams as well in the parks. So there's that.
That's the next step, by the way, when you do the vertical live on YouTube. You could also do it at the same time to Instagram.
Can we? All right, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Here's my question, though. It looks to me on the board like we are only live on Instagram, on your Instagram.
Yes, if you didn't add yours, then yes.
Okay. We're gonna try something. Should I just go live on Instagram with my phone with the Living in Diz account?
You could, or I can you know how you got to go live on you can open another window and go live. You could actually do this while I start the presentation.
I can.
Yeah.
And just do all the steps that I've done before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have fun.
All right, thanks. All right, so you just need to click edit on StreamYard, and then you can add your Instagram.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, and then do all the steps. All right, so we're going to talk about the reason that I'm in this shirt today. Number one is because I have a fabulous fiance that when our daughter was 1 or turning 1, she wanted a specific dress. And so in order to do that, she had to make it because she couldn't find it. So this just became a thing. She taught herself on YouTube, and we talked about this actually on when we were live streaming at Magic, how she just taught herself how to sew by watching YouTube. And so now she's made Finley's dresses. She's made bathing suits for Finley. She's made shirts for me for the podcast. And then we were going with our friends Melanie and Paul, who you saw last week, to the parks. And Melanie wanted her and Paul to kind of dress up. Catherine wanted her and I to dress up. And they, excuse me, didn't really talk to each other too much about it. And then all of a sudden they mentioned it. And Catherine said how she wanted us to be Bo Peep and Woody. And Melanie was like, well, we can be Buzz and Jesse. And it just kind of took off from there. And then it became, well, every day we were going to do that. So it has, when Catherine first mentioned it to me, I was like, okay, wasn't really into the idea. But let me ask you all this. Do you know why Disney bounding is a thing in the parks? So I will let you all answer that. Why are we? Hold on.
Yeah, take over. I hit the wrong thing.
Gotcha. No worries. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, I was trying to get the legends off there and just switch it out.
No worries.
But get rid of us.
That's okay. I'll move the screen to this. So
how do I know that? I'm gonna interrupt you 1 second. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I have the check mark like it's live. I just don't know if it is.
I'll go check your. Yeah, it looks like you're live. I'll go check your page.
Okay.
So yeah, this was us at Hollywood that first day. Um, and I think it worked out great because the two couples were able to um, match, right? We paired up. But not only that, but then the guys are friends. The girls for like it just worked out really well as a foursome um to have that all together. Um Corey, on the Instagram window, did you hit go live?
On the Instagram window itself.
Yeah.
Okay. I just did now.
Okay. So yep, now you're live. Boom.
Okay.
So it really worked out well. I was a little worried, like if you look at so Paul was able to get a T-shirt that looks like Buzz. Of course, Catherine made my shirt, and then their outfits, really came together really well. So for me, I thought it was great, but the cast members absolutely loved every day that we did this. It did take, and Catherine can certainly answer in chat, like how much work they had to put into finding all of the pieces to make the right outfit and all that type of stuff. I know that Catherine would come to me with pictures and say, well, what about this? What type of shirt should I get? Should I do this? And there was a lot. Listen, we had a box of Amazon returns because she had bought so many things that we tried to work, like with Donald Duck and with Han Solo. And so, like there was one shirt she bought me, and she bought it in a large. I had to go to a medium, and then ended up having to go to a small just because the way the shirt was cut. So there's a lot of trial and error, but I think it worked out really well. And I thought it came out spectacular. The other good thing is that Melanie and Paul like to take pictures with the Disney Photo Pass. So we used the heck out of the Photo Pass that we had, which was really good because we don't normally use it as much as we did. We probably took like 400 pictures during this trip. So that was us that day. Of course, I'm wearing jeans like Neil.
Like Neil?
Yeah. The only thing I will say is I should have worn brown shoes, and I didn't. That was the only mistake that I think I made there. Of course, people were asking where my hat was. Probably would have been good to wear to wear a hat in Florida. But I didn't think I could get that much into it. But we certainly had a ball. And so, of course, we went to Toy Story Land. We took pictures as a couple of the poses with the guys and the girls. And then this was kind of the inspiration. So you can see kind of how close we were able to get to that. So I wasn't going to wear a vest, but certainly the pattern of my shirt that I'm wearing now is the same pattern. And then in order to mimic the vest, she made the pocket square out of the cow print. And then up here on the shoulders. And then the bandana is my collar. So I think it really worked well to kind of Disney bound. Catherine did not wear she did not bring a shepherd's hook. I don't think that would have been allowed in the park, so she didn't do that. But she did have, I'm going to forget the name. Giggles. Somebody in chat will have to tell me. Catherine will have to tell me the name of the police officer. She found a little doll, so she brought the doll with her, and she did actually have it on her shoulder sometime. So I thought this worked out well.
Yeah, you guys look great.
Then, to take it one step further, our next day, was uh, Animal Kingdom. Well, it was Animal Kingdom and then Hollywood After Hours. So we had 2 outfits for that day, and so, um, I knew that Doug and Russell had come back as a meet and greet, and I knew that Kevin walked around, so I was excited to see, us meet all of them for sure, and if you think we were excited, you should have seen Doug and Russell. They went absolutely crazy when they saw us. Um, and I gotta say, I have a prop in this one. So Catherine had the prop on the Toy Story Day. I had the prop on Animal Kingdom Day. As you can see, the gimbal has tennis balls on the bottom, like Carl's cane. So I just thought that that was really, really well done, really put together by the girls really well. And
Giggles McDimples was the name. That's funny.
thank you. I knew I would forget it because I didn't even know it until we got to the park. And so there's our inspiration for each of them. Um, and when I don't have a picture of it, but when Melanie met Kevin or Kevin met Melanie, um, all the cast members around were like, "Oh my god, you have to come take a picture!" So they rushed Kevin over to take a picture with Melanie. So that was really really cool and well done. And I was Catherine's outfit. I knew you could pick up right away. Um, but even the rest of us, they kind of got. Even when we were kind of walking separately, people understood who we were. So that was pretty cool.
You know what fits too is the Kevin bounding. She's tall, so it
Yes.
works. Like
Yeah,
she's taller than all of you, so
that's
it
right.
really works. She pulls it off great.
Yeah, yeah, it worked out really, really well. That night was Star Wars for our after hours. Um, we rode Rise of the Resistance 1.5 times that day. So that was
Yeah.
fun. But
Hey, those are great pictures, but you really should have. You know how awesome your photo would have been if you would have taken that in front of the Falcon.
uh I feel like we have Falcon pictures.
Okay, okay. I mean, it
I
looks
might be
great.
wrong.
You even have that Han Solo kind of look about you.
So, and of course, she's got her lounge fly. Um, I don't think the Toy Story Day we showed the lounge fly, but she had the lounge fly there, R2D2. It lights up, as you can see here. So, because it was after hours, they had a special photo pass opportunity. So we were able to take some pictures with some lightsabers, and you see she's got R2D2 lit up there. So that was pretty cool. Uh,
Here's something about that location too that I only recently learned is you anybody can take that picture. You don't have to own a lightsaber in that spot. That's a little bit to the left diagonally from Oga's.
yeah.
And they have lightsabers just leaning up against the wall, right? That you can just grab, pick one and do it.
Oh, I thought that was only for that night. I didn't realize that was anytime.
Okay, I could be wrong then. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it is
Yeah,
just that night.
maybe.
But that's a cool feature.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, and so this one again, she had to find the my vest. It was, you know, whatever manufacturer it was, it had a little label up here on the pocket, so she had to rip that off. Um, again, wearing jeans. I did not bring a blaster because I think that would be frowned upon. Um, and neither did neither did Catherine. But their outfits too, Melanie and Paul, really went well. You know, and you see um, Ray's got a belt, Melanie's got the belt. Melanie has the ears, which I think are phenomenal to kind of bring it together. Um, and and Paul's got a shirt that mimics Kylo Ren. It just worked out well, and people absolutely love that there too. Um, Let me go back. I forgot the first day. The way it really kicked off that I knew this was a winner was when we showed up to Indiana Jones in our Toy Story outfits. The cast member loved it. We had a quick little conversation, and then she said, "Follow me." And she takes us all the way down to the first row, center stage, and sits us there because she just loved our outfits and what we were doing. So I was like, that's a win.
Yes, it is.
That's a win for sure.
That'll make you feel really good.
Yeah. So here is a video of Figment, which was our next day at Epcot, and talk about characters loving our outfits.
So for people listening, Figment was very excited to see Catherine. Catherine's wearing a sweater with a dress matching Figment, and she's got the Figment lounge fly and the Figment ears, and he's really interested in seeing what she's got going on. Oh, I thought she was going to show something in the bag. So big hugs to Figment. He looks like he really enjoyed that.
Yeah, he enjoyed that for sure. And so at Epcot, it was kind of, they were trying to come up with how do we Disney bound there. So of course Figment's the big mascot there. So Catherine went with Figment. She of course had the Figment lounge fly. She found the Figment shirt. My shirt has Dreamfinder on it, which is great. I had a little conversation with Figment about that. And then they went as Remy and Linguini. And really, again, Melanie is getting a collection of ears that are just going to be phenomenal. And then he's got a chef shirt on as well. So just really comes together. Probably the two biggest, characters in Epcot. And our last day might have been the biggest of all of our Disney bounding days. So Magic Kingdom is how we ended the trip. And we knew that all of our characters were going to be at Storybook Circus. So that's where we headed. We took some pictures by the castle. And that cast member was great. She was making us do all sorts of poses, kind of using who we were. Daisy is all kind of dolled up. So she told Catherine to pose like that. Minnie being all cute, she did something like that. Donald being the way he is, she was like, no, you need to put up a number one because you're number one. And that's how, Donald would be. So she had a great time with that. In fact, we gave her a cast compliment for that. But we headed over to Storybook Circus to meet the characters. Now, there, in case you didn't know, we were hoping that Donald and Daisy would be together, but they are not. They are technically 4 separate meets. So you meet Goofy first, and then you finish with him and you walk right over to Donald. Then on the other side of the building, you would meet Daisy and then Minnie Mouse. So we had to wait in 2 separate times, but it was certainly worth it because of the characters there. We were basically dressed like them. And so Daisy absolutely loved it. And there I am as Donald. The other thing is I wasn't sure, again, would people get it? It's not as in your face as Toy Story, right? but they absolutely got it right away. And so we had a blast. So we were Daisy and Donald. Our friend Melanie, who lives in the area down there, came dressed as Minnie, and then Melanie and Paul were Belle and Beast. And I think I liked that Melanie went as Belle before she was a princess, because you normally see her in the yellow dress most of the time, but here she is before she goes into that life. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I love that Donald outfit on you. I didn't see that one.
No, yeah,
No.
that one was probably my favorite. The yellow the yellow socks, the yellow suspenders were my idea. Catherine asked me should I do a belt or a oh, did I say Melanie? I'm sorry, Shantice lives there. She asked me if I should do a belt or suspenders, and I was like, no, you have to do suspenders, because it just brings it together. If you look at the way his outfit is, and you'll see that in another picture there. So all 4 of the characters there that we met absolutely loved our outfits. And there we are later on in the day. And you can see the inspiration there. So I thought that these worked out really well. And you see how Donald has on his shirt, he's got the yellow that comes down this way. So yeah, that was the second day that I wore suspenders and a bow tie in that whole week. So apparently I'm into suspenders and a bow tie now. Yeah, it's a new look for me. So the only thing is, I don't know if you know, there used to be a Donald Duck hat that, I know I wore it as a kid. I couldn't find it anywhere.
And was it exactly like Donald's hat?
No, it would be a baseball cap, kind of a trucker's hat.
Oh, yeah.
Based on the front.
Jacob has one of those. Oh, I could have given that to you. Yes. Listen, hey, I think Disney gave that to us for free because we did some work for Disney, and he wore that in a promotion.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I think they gave it to him.
I would honestly do that again. Now, I would not do that in our July trip because it is a button-down shirt. So having the shorts on certainly helps. But it was certainly hot, especially when I did the parade. And then after that, I was pretty fine. But yeah, you had to have the red bow tie to pull that off for sure. And let's see. So this is us meeting Donald. And you can tell how much Donald absolutely loved our outfits.
And
Oh, Donald is loving it. Donald's giving the biggest hugs to Catherine, who's dressed like Daisy.
Yep, I got love for you both.
You thought Donald was going to pass out.
I know.
okay? Will you recover?
Donald's wiping his brow. He needs to collect himself. He's holding his chest. Woof. Very, very
You
nice.
want to hug me more than the rest of you. Oh, I like your suit.
He is. Donald
You want to give me that one?
Oh, Donald saw your outfit, huh? While on the float. Oh, here comes Daisy too, blowing kisses to Catherine during the Festival of Fantasy parade. Very nice.
So that was during the parade. they both acknowledged us and saw us, and I think Belle saw Melanie and Paul and acknowledged them too. But Donald went absolutely crazy for it. Even I didn't even know he could take off his hat. He took off his hat because he knew I didn't have a hat on, which I thought was pretty cool. And then Daisy came running over to us. So the characters absolutely loved it. We had a great time doing it, and there is more to come. Catherine is putting together some shorts that we will be sharing later on. That really, it takes a little time to put them all together. She's got a fabulous idea on what to do. So just every morning we had to, before we left for the park, go out and do something for this short. I'm not going to give it away, but it ended up being a lot of fun. In the moment, I was not excited about it, but then I did get into it and thought it's going to be a lot of fun. So when it comes together, it's going to be pretty good.
Steve says that's amazed is. Yeah, that's really great. I mean, that's a great promotion to try to convince people who have never done Disney bounding to maybe want to do it.
And if you think about so like my Donald Duck outfit, no, I didn't have anything there except for the sneakers that I wore, which were white sneakers. But so I had to buy a shirt, I had to buy the suspenders, the white shorts, the red bow tie. But it was, once it came together, you got it, right? Like if I walked into somewhere else, people would just think, okay, that's an interesting outfit. Why is he wearing a bow tie and suspenders? But
Urkel.
Or Urkel, yeah. Or if you're in Disney, right away it pops that it's Donald Duck. And you could see Donald Duck, knew who I was trying to bound as. Well, the reason that you have to Disney bound is you're not allowed, if you're an adult, you're over 14, I believe, you're not allowed to dress as characters inside the parks because Disney wants to protect the, how do we say it? I don't want to say they're protect their intellectual property because they sell, dresses and that kind of thing outside the parks.
I think of it like this. Okay, let's just say, ever been to Times Square and see Mickey out there meeting people?
There you go.
People aren't usually going to do whatever it is, whatever character they want to come as. They don't want that to be mistaken for what they're putting out there. They
Right.
don't want a kid to go up to an adult in a Belle dress thinking that they're really meeting Belle.
Right.
So for many reasons, but the one that just jumps out to me all the time is like, okay, you're not doing it as well as Disney does it, and they
Sure.
do not want, all they need is people saying, "Oh, we met Belle, and she didn't look, she didn't look too good.
Exactly.
She didn't look too good."
Exactly.
So
Yeah, so it's a protection thing for sure. So this is how you end up getting around that and giving, props to and love to your favorite characters. And of course, because it's two of us, we were able to do that a lot better. And then with Melanie and Paul, it certainly worked, even better when, we did Epcot, or certainly Toy Story and Star Wars really came together. If you think about like Star Wars, we were the older movies, they were the newer movies, but Kylo and Han Solo are related, so it just came together really, really well. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did it.
that's awesome. All right, anything else with Disney bounding?
No, that was it. Just be creative. Look online if you want to do that. It's pretty easy to do. I think most of the stuff we got at Amazon, it wasn't like you had to, go anywhere really crazy. Of course, you can't get one of these shirts. This is a Catherine exclusive, a Stream Stress exclusive. But a lot of hard work goes into it. And in fact, see my buttons? So the buttons are snaps. but they're actually meant to look like Woody's buttons, which are a little iridescent and silver. So she put a lot of work into bringing it all together for sure.
Catherine exclusives.
Yep. Yep. So great job to Catherine and Melanie, and then Shantice shows up as Minnie, and Minnie absolutely loved that. So yeah, they did a great job.
That's awesome. All right, let's take them into the parks. What do we say?
Sounds good.
I'm kind of not used to this where we do it. We're doing it on 2 streams. Let's hit the vertical with the same thing. Let's see what happens. Very nice.
There you go.
Okay, that worked. All right, so inside the parks this week, we had an Amaze's time over at Hollywood Studios, and it was Tammy's birthday stream. And, once again, just want to thank anyone that came in and spent. She was really, really grateful that y'all came in and spent her birthday celebration with her. Today is her actual birthday. We're going to have cake right after this and open up some gifts. And she just might open up some gifts, too. No, I'm just kidding. That's how I celebrate. No. So... yeah, she's just really grateful that everyone came out and celebrated with her, and all the birthday wishes and any donations towards her birthday is great, and she's very, very happy. So thank you, everyone. So we went over to we always try to do a birthday dinner in the parks, and the birthday dinner we did this time was over at Mama Melrose's. We hadn't done that in a long time. You just talked about it and reviewed it last week,
Right.
and I want to say maybe we land about where you did. Did you kind of give it like a 4 out of 5 Mickeys? I didn't remember, but we landed at about a 4. I said this when we were live, and I just think that Olive Garden does a nice job. So that's my standard for Italian, to measure that. And I'm not saying Olive Garden is the best, but it's what we eat most frequently. Like, I'm not going to take Olive Garden's chicken parmesan and put it up against, I always say the name a little bit wrong, but Tutto Italia over in Italy in Epcot. Like, that's the best I've ever had. So if that's a 5, maybe I should say that Olive Garden is like a 4.5, because Mama Melrose's is good. It is good. It is solid. You all should go if you like Italian food. I don't think you'll be disappointed. But we've had better Italian, but it's a nice atmosphere, and I had no problem with that restaurant, and we'll do it again. It's probably something we do every couple of years, maybe, but if you like Italian, I don't think you'd be disappointed. Now, I was excited, and I always get excited when this happens. They gave us things that aren't officially on the menu yet.
Yeah.
We got to try everything that is just in testing right now. So we had the garlic bread with the melted cheese on it, with the dipping sauce, which was a marinara. Very, very good.
Yeah,
5 out of 5 Mickeys.
It looked really, really good.
Yes, Jacob really loved it too, and really good. And then they have this. I don't know who came up with this. A bowl of olives. It was a bowl of different olives. And if you haven't seen the live restaurant review, go over to the channel, or you're here on the channel, but watch later. It's Tammy's birthday stream. We did that live restaurant review, and nobody else eats olives on the table. So if I were to order that, I needed to finish them all. So I ate 25 olives in one sitting. It was the most I've ever done.
What were you going for, a record?
Hey, it's the first time I've seen a chat. Oh, did you put that up?
I put that up there.
Oh, on the vertical. I hadn't seen that.
Yep.
Okay. Very nice.
And on
I'm
the
still
vertical,
confused.
it's on top because the chat's on the bottom. So anything that we put on shows up on the top.
I'm still confused by this Instagram thing, because I go on Instagram on my cell phone and we're nowhere to be found. So I'm like, I don't know how that's really working.
Oh, it said you live, so I'm guessing you are.
Okay.
I
So
we just don't know how to see it ourselves, but it says we are.
yeah, let me pick Catherine. Go to Living in Diz on Instagram. Do you see us live there? So we did that. Good meal. I ate all the olives, and then our meals were good. I got the chicken parmesan. Jacob got a dish that is not on the menu yet, and he loved it. And I tried it, and it was really good. Had a little bit of a unique taste. They took like almost, I don't know if it's quite a shredded pork, but they took pork and some beef, and they put it in rigatoni noodles and
Mm.
some other veggies and things like that. She says, "Yes, I see you. Awesome. So, we have 4 people watching on Living in Diz. Awesome.
Hey, there you go.
Cool. Hey, 4 people. Thanks for being here. So, but on the other one, what is it on Lawrence's? Technically, we have
Yeah.
59. 59. So, yeah. So great dinner and made it around the park. And anything else happened? We bypassed um, Philhar because we were kind of running late that day and wanted to maximize the rides instead. And so we did some rides.
Fantastic.
What's that?
Fantasmic.
What did
You
I
said
say?
Philharmagic.
They both start with a P. The f sound.
I was like,
Yes,
wait, when did you go to? Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
it was fast. So yeah, we bypassed Phantasmic, which we didn't want to do, but we kind of gave ourselves a choice: do we eat at Mama Melrose or do we go to Philharmagic? And I
But
just
you
said it
had to make
again,
a choice
Phantasmic.
because you were making
We
that
had
choice because
Oh, of course, yeah. We made the choice because for some reason on a Saturday night they only did Phantasmic for one show.
yeah, yeah.
So we had to
I,
make that decision.
to me that's just I don't know what the reasoning is, right? But to me, as an outsider, it's kind of silly because this whole month we know the park was going to be busy, except for that weird week where I just wish I was there because it was like 5 minute walk on for Rise. But outside of that, I mean, today it was 110 minutes from Mission Space.
Whoa.
110 minutes from Mission Space. This whole area, this whole timeline right now, you should be seeing 2 shows at Phantasmic at any point because you need that second show. Because what happens is if you only have one show, it's during the park hours, so you've got to sacrifice ride time, and you better get there early because otherwise you're going to be sitting in the Lawrence seats, as you call them, way in the back bleachers. So hopefully, for the most part, they're going to have 2 shows.
Yeah. So fun night, and we went vertical. First time going vertical live in the parks in Disney,
Yep.
and that was fun. And I thought it was pretty cool because Jacob and I ran off. We split off from Tammy because I was trying to go back and get that lunch bag, and they were closed. So I was like, "Oh, we're in front of the Chinese theater. It is vertical. Why don't we just show the very center of the Chinese theater?" And we did, and we got some decent views out of that.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, "This is cool because people watching on 2 devices can watch Tammy in Toy Story Land,
Yeah.
but we're also showing a show." So that's a little bit of the future to come, everyone, as well. That
Yeah.
we're going to try some of those things, and Neil's going to try some things with us. So
Yeah. Um, it's not in the mail yet, but your invoice is going to be in the mail for having to manage 2 streams and 2 polls and all of that at one time. but it was so fun. Like even Tammy was over there, and she was only looking at chat, right? She couldn't grab her phone or whatever. So she was like, "Well, I don't know where he is." So I was able to say, "Well, he's watching the show on the Chinese theater in chat so that she could see." So I was kind of playing
cool.
mediator. So it was, but it was fun. And you picked up quite a bit of views, new subscribers, new friends coming in from that stream. And what stuck out to me about that real quickly is I saw one comment because if you know about vertical live streams, the reason we're testing them is that they show up in the shorts feed. So there was a comment from one viewer who said, "Finally, a vertical live that I can get behind." And I think you might have been on Rise at that point. And I was like, that's it. Because that viewer is not seeing that anywhere else. It's just not
Yes.
happening. So it was great for you to try that, and I know that we have more to come on that.
Yes, more to come. We'll go vertical again at Hollywood Studios. Um, I don't know if Neil's with me on Thursday. It's possible we might go vertical again. We'll see.
All right.
He's willing to help out with that. Fast forwarding, we were at Magic Kingdom on Monday night because on most Monday nights, Mondays is magical.
Hmm.
And while I'm debating leading up to this live stream, what can we do? Because the ride times were nuts. They
Great.
were nuts. We're talking triple digits for some rides that aren't usually triple digits. And so I needed to do something. I'm like, I can't just go on Dumbo, Barnstormer, Teacups. Even that was a wait. But we know once we hit fireworks that it's going to be a lot easier to get on rides after that. And the park was open till 11, which also worked to my advantage in the plan. So I'm like, let me just see what is available for restaurants, and we can do a live review. And luckily enough, what popped up was Skipper Canteen, which was kind of the one I wanted.
Mm.
I was seriously looking at Be Our Guest as one of them. We could have done that too. Maybe I'll do that some night because it's not a buffet. I looked at Crystal Palace. There's no way I can do a buffet. I realized in looking at that, there's no way that I can do a buffet alone.
Hmm.
There's
Yeah.
too much there's too much leaving of the table. There's we like to show a scan of everything at the buffet to show people, so that doesn't work. So luckily we went to Skipper Canteen. It was really good. I tried a bunch of things that I've never tried before, although I think I may have had that coconut dessert when I went in with Spencer. I think we had the kungaloosh and that.
Mm.
But it was good. The coconut dessert was very good. If you want to see details on that review, just jump over to Monday's live stream, and it literally has the thumbnail of Skipper Canteen. It says live review, and had the soup pork there, and the appetizer I absolutely loved.
Hmm.
Um, it was putting on a cast member compliment. I like that, and so. Tried the Brazilian bread with cheese in the middle. Oh, I mean, there must have been 10 or 12 on those. I think there was like an aioli sauce mixed with something else.
Hmm.
Really good. Really, really good. So if you want to dive into that more, everyone, check that out. My overall review, the atmosphere is a 5 out of 5 Mickeys. The food is different from what my taste buds like. I think that's the way to say it.
Okay.
It was very good. I think I might have rated that meal a 4 out of 5. The bread was 5 out of 5. The dessert, I probably give it a 4 out of 5. So very good experience. Glad to have shared that with all of you, and it was good. The cast member that waited on me was amazed. It
Hmm.
was awesome. He came over. I said to him, sticking with the theme, I'm like, you and I are on an adventure or a mission together, and here's the mission. You got to get me out within like 45, 50 minutes because I need to make it to Happily Ever After. He's like, I got you, and he was right on it. I had the appetizer, and he was quick to bring out the meal very shortly after that, and just about when I swallowed my last bite of the meal, boom, there was the dessert. So that all worked out great. And then we went out to the parks within 30 seconds, 60 seconds,
Yeah.
boom, we were in position for Happily Ever After, and that worked. And then we just went nonstop rides with no waits.
Yeah. That was, and I feel bad for those that will have tried to work the park differently. Um, and you and I talked leading up to going in, and it was like, well, what are we going to do? How is this going to work? The parks are so busy, and that plan worked flawlessly. It really was.
Listen, people that watch that live stream on Monday night are just watching.
Hmm.
It probably looks like I'm flying by the seat of my pants. There is so much. This channel is not scripted at all. We don't really go in with a grand plan all the time, but this particular stream was thought out meticulously. and it was executed perfectly.
Yeah.
Everything worked out as we hoped and predicted. I'm going to get close to the mic on this one. This was a master class on how to do Disney at night and how to stream at Disney effectively. Master class.
If you think about, you got there, what, 6:45, somewhere around there, um, had a dinner, technically a sit-down dinner, uh, got in fireworks and what, 5 or 6 rides, and then even did Swiss Family Treehouse while
And
waiting
shopped.
for Cantina, or Canteen and shopped.
And shopped.
That was a pretty good night. That was a pretty good night. Well
It
done.
really was. It really was. I can just remember coming home, and before my head hit the pillow, that's what I said to myself. I said, this was a master class tonight on how
Yeah.
to get things done.
Yeah.
Really, really, really efficient. All right, everyone. I think are we good? Do we say it all?
I think we
Do
are
it all?
good. Yes. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight, and letting us experiment a little. We will certainly continue to fine tune it, and I'm thinking we'll be vertical and horizontal a lot more often. We want people that watch verticals and shorts and Instagram to get their Disney fix just like the rest of you. So that's kind of the idea behind this.
Yes, and I think one thing that I would say is this. What I saw, if we want to talk technical terms for a moment, I saw way more consistent people watching on the vertical tonight on Instagram as opposed to YouTube. We really want those numbers, number one, for YouTube. So if you have 2 devices, please watch on both. But if you only have 1 device and you always watch us on YouTube, please watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you kind of did the opposite tonight, go on the podcast and let it run so we can get that watch time on that. But we are live on Instagram because we want all the Instagram people to follow us. Like Lauren said, hey, couple things. We're there on Instagram live, vertical. If that's what you do and you don't want to come to YouTube, okay. But at least you can find us every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern live on Instagram, and you can enjoy us that way. But if you want more of us live in the parks and want to watch the podcast on YouTube, definitely come over and subscribe. We would appreciate that. And for our Instagram-only people, thank you so much for checking us out.
And don't forget, subscribing on YouTube is free. There's no cost to that. And that will make sure that you don't miss any of the action on YouTube. As Corey's going to be live tomorrow night.
Yes, we're live tomorrow night. Epcot, everyone. Not sure if I'll have company, but if I do, great. If I don't, I will have all of you in the palm of my hand, and we'll just try to execute excellence again as much as we can. We'll see what the park gives us. We'll take what the park gives us. We have the festival there, so we'll look at topiaries again. We'll do Luminous. We'll do the World Showcase walkthrough at the end of the night. I'm sure we'll dip in and go check out Creations and see what's going on over there. We're going to have a ton of fun tomorrow night, everyone, starting sometime between 6:30 and 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll take it all the way past close.
Thank you very much, Mods. I'll hit you up in the mod chat in a minute, but thank you very much, Mods. I just went over to take care of an issue, and you got it.
Awesome. And we want to blast the chat for Steve Bullock and Tony one more time for dropping a gift. Not sure who that gift went to, but that member gets all kinds of great perks. So congratulations.
That went to Taste the Biscuit.
Oh, I love that name, Taste the Biscuit. What's up, Taste the Biscuit? And we love Steve and Tony. Thank you so much for all of your support. Tiger Girl says, thank you for the great Dispod tonight. I'll need 3 phones. We thank you all for that support. We love all of you. We love you any way you come in. We love the Instagrammers now. We love the YouTubers. We love the Ninja Watchers. Any way you all enjoy us, we love you because you love us. And thanks for being here and spending your Wednesday night with us if you're watching live. And thank you for watching on the replay. And like Lawrence said, after next week, this live podcast drops on other platforms in the morning, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple or iPod. I always get that one messed up.
Apple Podcasts, I think it's called.
Apple Podcast now. So
Yeah.
there you go. All that good stuff. I hope you all have a wonderful evening if you're here watching live. And we'll see you tomorrow in the parks.
You close out the full screen. I'll close out the vertical.
Teamwork. And you know what? We're after. So you want to run the promotion on the vertical too?
Yep.
Not the promotion. We have to acknowledge our sponsor quickly here.
Yep.
Yeesh. So if we do that, we
No, you're good.
will.
1,
It'll
2, 3.
Looking for a home that offers the perfect blend of luxury, comfort, and convenience with Disney World in your backyard? Victor Naraki is a licensed realtor with Vision Home Real Estate LLC. He is here to help you find the home of your dreams. With over 13 years of experience in the vacation home market and a proven track record of success, Victor is the perfect partner to guide you through every step of the home buying process. So why wait? Visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today to learn more about Victor's exclusive range of properties and schedule a viewing with him today. Your dream home is just a click away. There we go. I guess you know what my confusion was. I'm hearing double, but nobody else is.
They don't. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Do you have a quote tonight?
I don't, but just go out there and be who you are. Just enjoy every minute of it. Make the most of the day.
Find your joy in the day. How about that, everyone? Whether you wake up and you're feeling down or whatever, ask yourself why you're feeling down. Work yourself out of that and find the happy things. I mean, we all have to do it. I woke up in a pissy mood this morning. And then I was like, why? Psh, 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 smack myself across it. Why? Yeah. What reasoning do you have of that? I'm like, oh, I don't. Yeah. So that's it. I met my guy in the gym, and it was all forgotten. So there you go. You can always pull yourself out of that, everyone. All right. So for the DizPod, I am Corey.
I'm Lawrence. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, everybody. DizPod returns next Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you all in the parks tomorrow at Epcot. People living of any